Here's a cold truth. 90% of the people will stay broke forever. Not because they're not smart, not because they don't want to work hard, but because they've been programmed to lose. Just think about it. School trained you to work for someone else. Society and social media trained you to flex before you even earn something. And overall, they trained you. They told you to trade their hours for scraps. And most people will accept that script and they will live it until they die. But what if you want freedom nowadays? You need to rip that script up and just rewrite a completely new one. So let me explain you why most people stay broke and how you can actually flip that mindset. The number one reason why most people stay broke is because they trade time for money. Just think about it. Most people have just one income, their paycheck. And the moment that paycheck stops, their entire life starts to collapse. And that's not security, that's just slavery with extra steps. And here's the shift. Money comes from systems. It comes from being smart and aware in everything you do. I'll give you just like a simple example. I recently bought a property, and when I'm sitting here right now talking to you, that property is already appreciating. That's wealth working for me. And guess what? Eventually, I rent it out and it will pay me while I sleep. That's the real difference between working for money and money working for you. Broke people sell their time. Wealthy people sell results and own cash flowing assets. That's the real difference. The second reason why most people stay broke is because they try to look rich instead of being rich. Go out on a Friday, Saturday night and watch. Most people are wearing designer clothes they can't even afford, popping bottles on credit card, flexing for strangers. That's fake rich. The reality is that they go home and they are stressed about their rent. Wealthy people on the other side, we play it differently. We invest first and then we flex later. I didn't buy a Lamborghini as my first move. I built assets, businesses, investments. I invested in myself. Then I bought the Lambo. Flexing when you're broke makes you weaker. Flexing after you've earned something, that's the real power. That's what you should aim. Third reason is people are surrounded by losers. Look at your 5 closest friends. Are they building or are they wasting? If your circle smokes all day, drinks all night, complains about life, guess what? You're on the same path. And I used to hang around people like that. And I stayed broke. I stayed distracted. I wasn't focused. And the moment I cut that weight and surrounded myself with winners, everything started to change. Start by listening to someone who inspires you. If you still don't have any successful person around you, just start. If you want to level up, you should stop asking what I should do. You should start asking who should I be around? Who should I listen to? Your circle is your ceiling. Upgrade that circle and you will upgrade your income. Reason number 4 why most people stay broke is because they never build any skills. Most people try chasing shortcuts and they don't appreciate the journey actually. They want overnight success, the next crypto coin, the hype project, the next stock, the lottery that will save them. And they will lose. They lose every single time. The wealthy on the other side, we build skills. Sales, marketing, finance, discipline, networking, name it all. And all these skills are portable. You can bring them anywhere, in any part of the world. Drop me in another city with no followers, no connections, and I will still eat. Because I have these skills. That's why I'll never be broke again. My skills can print money in any economy. So stop chasing coins, start building skills. That's the most profitable investment you can ever make in your life. The last reason is because people, they don't track anything. I'm sure that you can't improve what you don't measure. Ask the average person how much they spend in a week. They have no clue. Ask them how many calories they eat. They don't know, they just eat because they eat a bunch of junk food and then they wonder why they are not in shape. Ask them how much they've invested this month. They will stay in silence. That's why they are stuck. I started to track everything. My workouts, what I eat, my money, and the moment I started to doing so, I built awareness and I started to create systems for myself, which brought me to achieve my goals much faster than when I used to do everything spontaneously. Tracking gives you awareness. Awareness equals control, and when you have control, you have freedom. That's the most important thing. And if you're still not tracking, you're just drifting away from your goals. So start to do so. Start to put down a list what you do in a day, how much you spend, what do you eat, what are your goals, and then you'll see that maybe there's been something that you've been doing wrong. So you have to create a system for yourself and follow that. Be really consistent with it. Here's the bottom line. Most people will stay broke not because they can't escape, but because they refuse to become the best version of themselves. But you are here watching this. That means that you're different and want to change something about your life, your habits, and the outcome of your actions. My takeaway from this conversation is build skills, build discipline, build system for yourself, buy assets, cash flowing assets, appreciating assets, upgrade your circle, start to track everything. That's how you win nowadays and set your life for success. Nobody will build it for you. It's only you versus you. Subscribe if you want freedom, not excuses, and grab my free guide in the pinned comment down below. 5 steps to build wealth and freedom in your 20s. Don't be the 90%, be the exception. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.